So we basically just we're not going to see eye to eye on this for this season. That's all. That's all. And I'm like, come on through, Corky. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Let's talk about this finale. This was the finale. This is season 3, episode 22 of If Loving You Is Wrong. We're not going to see eye to eye on this. This is Tyler, this is not your best work. I have to say, this is reminding me of how I ended up leaving this show in the first place. But let's just go right in with Kelly in the bed. Travis is on top of her, choking her out. You know, I'm getting real tired. Like I'm getting tired of like this ass whooping that just continues on, and you just continue just getting your ass whooped. Like, aren't you tired yet? Like, after you get your ass whooped so many times, you get to a point where you're not even afraid anymore. It's just like, okay, you whooping my ass, I'm gonna fight back. Tina Turner did it. She just got to a point where there was no fear anymore. It was just an ass whooping. He done choked you so many motherfucking times in the last 3 weeks, bitch. My neck is hurting. Seriously. So here you go again. Oh, Justice is in the other room. Okay. Choking you out. And then he's like, you know what I want for me to stop? As she said, well, I want you to stop. You know what I want for you to stop? I want you to make love to me like you did that last time. Well, who didn't know that? Who didn't know that? And I didn't understand why Kelly hasn't used the sex card with him way in the beginning when he started acting a fool. You should have been using the sex card. I didn't get it because I'd have used it to take him down. Ain't no big deal. Ain't like you used to fucking him. You used to fuck him all the time. So what is the big deal? Whatever. And and there is a difference between you giving it away and it being taken. But we're putting too much on it. We're putting 20 on 10 when, if you want to get him at a disadvantage, fuck him. And you can get him at a disadvantage because he's not real bright. And when you get him all hot and bothered, honey, he can't even think straight. And he wasn't thinking straight when he came over there. Baby, when he reared up off of her and told her, he's like, yeah, okay, well, let's go get a shower. He had this butcher knife and shit. Let's go get a shower. He go to pull up off the bed, and I looked at that motherfucker, and I about fell off my bed laughing. I said, dude, this motherfucker got on a goddamn ninja outfit, shoes and all. I said, really? You being attacked by Avatar. The airbender, bitch. It was too much. I said, all right. He had his whole little ninja, his whole little outfit on. I said, go on and get her, boy. Mess. But he takes her in the bathroom, and then he took it too far. Now you want us to believe that Kelly's not a dick sucker. Isn't she? When he told her, get on your knees. He's been lonely. I didn't think this was the first time he ever asked Kelly to suck him off, honey. Sounds to me like she's been doing it anyway, so what's the big deal about today? And she had asked him to put the knife down. He put the knife down and all that. Now, the one good thing is that she ain't trying to have no knife fight with him because, he's good. He's a good old cut-him-up cunt because he can fuck Ramsey all the way up. So, he's good with that. So it's a good thing she didn't try that. But he put the knife down and all that. She went down on him and she bit him. And then him and her got the tussling and carrying on. Justin's at the door, banging on the door. So I'm going to call the police. Which was kind of weak writing because if you hear some rumbling in the bathroom and you know ain't nobody in the house but you and your mother, and you don't know that Travis has been breaking in or that anybody's been breaking in because he doesn't know anything, why would your mind go to, I'm going to call the police? That's some old lazy shit on Tyler, honey. Lazy. That writing, I can't with you with that. Um, a mess. But anyway, so they get to going back and forth. He says he's going to. Jesse says he's going to call the police. It just was wrong. It just didn't work right. When he said, "I'll kill him. I'll kill him." Couldn't you have killed him first before he got to call the police? But why did he know to run into Kelly's room and lock himself in Kelly's, or he at least closed the door to Kelly's room? I don't know. None of that whole scene made any sense. But he ran in Kelly's room, closed the door. Um, they made their way out of the bathroom, and Travis ran on out, climbed back out the window, and went on. Left the knife though. Did you see? I didn't see him pick the knife back up, but I guess he did. Whatever. Anyway, um, next thing we see Brad and Marcy, and she basically has told him that the baby is not his, that the baby definitely is Randall's baby, and that's that. Um, and it's so funny because now he's like pretty much at ease with that, but she's saying, I wish it could have been yours. And he's like, me too. This, that thing, and the other, on and on and on. But I'm laughing at them because I'm looking at the two of them, and they both seem like they were really at ease now. Like, okay, so at least for the next 8 months, I can fuck you until I get tired, and ain't nothing gonna happen. And I was like, am I the only one thinking this, honey? Because they look like that's definitely what's on their mind, honey. I said, oh my, a mess. Moving on to another set of girlfriends, Julius and Ben. Ben gets there to this party, child. I said, Tyler, really? This club scene was corny. I said, this looked like a little apartment, honey. They had stuffed a few things in there and some lights and said, oh, this is the club, honey. It was a mess. All these girls all over the place. And um, again, Julius makes the girls get up so Ben can sit down. Ben sits down, and it's this whole homoerotic thing going on. Then he done smacked Ben in the face when Ben made mention of his girlfriend. He said, "Pat, smack the shit out." I said, oh. I said, I don't know why Ben is not picking up. You are his girlfriend. Now, why are you keep on doing that? Every time you mention your girlfriend, he smacks your motherfucking face or yank you up. You are his girlfriend. Stop mentioning that, dummy. Charlie smacked him so hard. Pat! I said, oh! Child. Then he made this girl suck him off. I was like, oh, this is just too much. All of this to get some drugs. I said, you junkie motherfucker. He went through all that. He's like, why are you being so nice to me? This, that, the other end. I'm using you. You're being used. He told him he's being used, that I want, you're going to work for me, but you're going to be down there at the police station. You're going to keep me up on what's going on down there. And yeah, the captain was FBI. The captain is on vacation. The captain's on vacation. He's like, yeah, in Colombia. Said he's on vacation. All right, we pulled him. We pulled him and had him sent somewhere else because the heat was getting too hot on him. I said, oh. Okay. So the captain is kind of dirty, kind of clean at the same time, okay? I still don't trust that, what's his face down there at the one that's sitting there for the captain. I don't trust him. Something's wrong with him. They basically come on and said they were going after Eddie, and he had an attitude. He was mad about it. Because I don't trust him. So, I don't know. And Tyler just kind of left that open like that. And then Julius, the other thing with Julius, do you notice how he keeps on asking Ben, do you like boys? Do you like boys? Do you keeps throwing that out there? And Ben keeps saying, no, I don't like boys. I have a girlfriend. He said, Pat! If you like boys, that's fine. I'll get you one of them too, but I just don't want to see it. You don't want to see it because he belongs to you. I said, Julius, honey, you're a hot gay mess, honey. Okay. All right, girl. Child, but every time he mentioned that girlfriend, he smacks the shit out of Ben. I said, child, what is this shit going on, honey? But anyway, so let's go back over to the little neighborhood. Esperanza ends up calling Lucius and saying, can you go over to Kelly's because something's going on. We had it set up. She's going to call me every 3 hours and let me know that she's all right. but I haven't heard from her, and now she's not answering her phone. He's like, all right, no problem. So when he goes to go over, he literally just walks out the door. Natalie sitting in the bedroom and sees Travis go running by to jump the fence. And Natalie's like, oh my God. So she runs out the front and tells Lucius, she's like, Lucius, um, somebody just ran and jumped over the fence. And I'm like laughing at Lucius because Lucius is walking down the street with a t-shirt and a pair of goddamn pajama pants and a damn gun. I said, what kind of, where the fuck you think he live at? A mess. But anyway, they end up running, the cops end up coming and all of this. And then they had this little thing where they were all, like everybody gets over to Kelly's house. All the kids go over to Lucian's house. And they're going on whatever it is. The two, Rick and whatever the other cops, the supervisor over there, honey, and Kelly talked some cash shit to them, honey. Told them, thank you so much for protecting and serving. Now, it took a knife to be in my throat, all in my bathroom and all of that before you finally start listening to what I had to say. She said, you know what? They said, well, we're going to start doing our job. We're going to go out and we're going to get Travis. She said, yeah, go find him, honey. He's the one with the bite mark on his penis. I said, oh, okay. She said, look real close for him. I said, oh, all right, girl. But she didn't like it after they went out. They went out. That was a mess. Next day comes. All the kids go. Lucia takes all the kids to school. We go over down to the courthouse with Kelly. Not Kelly, I'm sorry. Alex and Randall. We down there. Baby, the judge pulls out the little stuff, and Alex says before I say, before anything goes on, I just want to say I'm sorry for wasting the court's time, this, that, thing, and the other, and on and on and on. And the judge was like, really? So you knew for a fact that you were lying about him not being the baby's dad? And she's like, yeah, this, that, and the other. He said, I should just actually go on and just give him full custody because you want to play games with me because I don't like people playing games with my time. I said, I'm mine. So then he goes into the folder and he says, well, I guess the only thing I can do is actually grant custody, full custody to the one parent that is here. And we kind of look over at him. He's like, Randall, you are not the father. Baby, you could have bought that motherfucking Randall for a pop bottle already spent. He was like, what? You slut! You slut! Oh, he was so mad. I was like, what you mad for? What made you think that she wasn't a slut? Wasn't she fucking you? She's not your wife. She's your next door neighbor. You saying something like you saying something new and different or enlightening somebody. This bitch ain't shit. She's a tramp. And everybody knows it. So she's sitting there like looking all stupid and suspect. Now we trying to figure out whose fucking baby is it? I don't know who he can really spend this shit and say this baby belonged to, but I doubt it very seriously if it's Lucian. I'm not giving it to Lucian. I'm not gonna do that. That just sounds ridiculous to me. But I'm just trying to think of who even got close enough to her to be doing something. But remember, they did say something about the old mailman. They had a mailman that was black. That bitch probably fucked that mailman with her nasty butt. She probably did because she was so unsatisfied with Brad. She probably fucked that mailman. But anyway, because that's how Miss Louise came up with the joke with Check the Mailman. She thought she was cracking, but she was fucking. Nasty fucking bitch. Anyway, so he ended up leaving before the judge found him in contempt of court because he was bad calling her sluts. So he jumped all up. I said, oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, honey? Mess. Anyway, so go back over to Natalie's house. Did not Kelly sit up in there and spill the goddamn beans and told Natalie that Ramsey and his mother died in her bedroom? I said, oh, damn, Kelly. So, Natalie's like, what the fuck? Like, Natalie's getting real beat up in the midst of all this bullshit. So that's a mess. The girl finally came, Natalie's friend finally came to sell the gun to Kelly. Come to find out, Kelly's accounts have been cleaned out. See, and this is when stuff started, just like the last 30 minutes of the show. Everything, because it was on for an hour and a half, everything started moving real fast, and Tyler was just throwing shit in. I was like, see, this is all lazy. Now, we don't know who cleaned the account out. We don't know no more information about it. She's still walking around in the days looking stupid. All her accounts is overdrawn, like $80,000 worth. There was a bunch of sex toys and shit bought, just bullshit. And they were like, this could really get you in trouble with the bank. So I'm going to stretch out here. I don't know that Travis did that. That sounds like Aunt Viv may have done that, because remember, Aunt Viv actually has a key to Kelly's house. So she can go in there and get Kelly's information. She could have went through there and got Kelly's information and social security numbers and stuff when she wasn't on, when she's at work. So I don't know if Aunt Viv done did that or if Travis done that, but they got her all fucked up down at the bank house. I said, okay. So let's go on back over to high as Ben. Ben done been out all night, honey. Here he comes flying down the street in Julius's car and gets pulled over by the cops. Eddie. How convenient. Eddie then smacks Ben his damn self and yank him all up in his car. I said, Lord have mercy. Takes the car from Ben and gives Ben his car to take back down to the station. They're actually waiting at the station for Eddie to come in so they can arrest him, the FBI, so they can arrest him. And like I said, that old goddamn stand-in for the chief was down there with an attitude. I didn't get him. But anyway, so next thing Ben comes in there. Ben's like, I'm off duty. Leave me alone. Get out of my face. There's that. So where's Eddie? You always know where Eddie is. So Lucia was like, he knows where he is. And the other one was like, I don't think he do. So I think Lucius must have roughed him up, but we didn't get to see that. But all of a sudden, they knew where to find Eddie, and they did a pull-up on Eddie with like 8 or 9 cop cars, all kind of undercovers and everything. And they pulled up on Eddie. Eddie just sitting in the car and going to light up some weed. After Julius found him first, and he was on the side of the road, broad daylight, with some girl sucking him off. And then Julius tipped him off and told him, don't go to the station because the FBI is looking for your ass. He told me, I can't afford you to be picked up by the FBI. You need to go. You need to go on the run, and I'll help take care of you. It'll be all right, but you need to you know too much. My dad has shared too much with the captain, and the captain shared it with you, and I already know, so don't fucking lie to me. You need to make yourself sparse. But he got caught. That was a mess. And it was too easy. It was corny. I didn't like that. He was supposed to be dropping off Julius's car in an hour. I was like, that's bullshit. Anyway. So the best scene of the night, baby, was Marcy. Now the girl, remember everybody was invited over to Lucian and Natalie's house. Well, he canceled all of that. Only the girls were coming. Well, baby, all the girls were there and they were fine. They was going to order food. And I'm laughing at Kelly because they said, oh, I want Chinese. Oh, I want this. I want that. I said, Kelly ain't got no money. I was waiting to see what she was going to do, honey. Say, that me and Justice will go over and get a bologna sandwich from her. Bitch ain't got no money, I said. Miss Kelly, bitch. You sitting there. She got out of it because Marcy showed up. I said, oh, and they were so shady. They act just like It's horrible because they kind of act like Marcy ain't their friend no more. Like Alex is the friend. Really? I was like, looking at their dynamic, nobody being nice to Marcy except for Natalie. The rest of them looking at Marcy side-eyeing her and shit. I said, they got a lot of nerve. That bitch fucked her husband, had a baby by him, smiled in her motherfucking face for 9 months. She fucked her husband back and y'all judging her? Really? I think they mad at her because Marcy seemed to have had a better time at it. But good old girl was having a good time for a long time before she got caught up. A mess. But Marcy got the, oh, she didn't tell y'all that I'm pregnant? Yes, I'm pregnant by Brad. This, that, and the other, and she just want to, they would keep telling her, stop it, Marcy, stop it. I said, oh, them bitches wouldn't be my friend, though. None of them bitches. I wouldn't speak to none of them bitches. You understand me? Not none of them. She told him, and I feel like that's kind of where Marcy's at with it. She's like, fuck all y'all. And she's like, yeah, Lucia's supposed to be baby. And I was like, oh, damn, Lucia. Went on and on. Alex finally gets up and going to say, I'm leaving. So she ends up going and leaving. They all follow her on. Get down there. Brad's on the porch. I don't know what was up with them pants, Brad. And I said, what the hell's going on with them pants? Them was too little. So you give it a nut in each pocket, honey. I said, that's horrible. But she went down there, kissed him all in his, the damn Alex said, can we talk privately? Marcy rolled up on him, baby, and kissed him in the mouth and grabbed him up in the crotch, honey. I said, oh. How did she go say? He said, Marcy, she said, I was just testing out my dinner. I said, she's a mess. Child, Alex took him on the house. The rest of the girls went on back up the street. Honey, Marcy took and sat down on the porch. Well, Alex got him in the house, honey, and the two of them got to talking. And the next thing you know, honey, she got the feeling on his moose knuckle, honey. And the next thing you know, he had her up against the wall, baby, and they was getting down. I said, oh. And Marcy was sitting on the porch and she could hear him. Because they were right there at the door, and she's sitting right at the door. Alex was doing that on purpose, though. They was getting down, and he was screwing her back. That was the best little tryst they've had in a long, long time. Marcy looked and gave. And went and stomped on off and got in her car and went on about her business. I said, okay, Brad, I think you just fucked up. So, I think Marcy's going to be a little pissed with him, too. But anyway. So, the very last thing, we're sitting there. They come down. Oh, all the kids, when they was coming down the street, all the kids went into Kelly's house. And all the kids went in Kelly's house. And all the adults were actually going back on the street. They were standing outside. And the cops came up. And Kelly's like, oh, okay, good. Did y'all find them? Did y'all arrest them? They were like, no, we actually are here with a warrant for your arrest, Kelly. And she's like, a warrant for my arrest for what? And I said, for the murder of Ramsey. I said, oh, you got to be kidding. So they finally arrested her. They put the cuffs on her. And then you hear this pow. And you see like a flash of light inside of Kelly's house. And they're all turning around looking like, what in the world? Because the kids was in there. Justice. Alex's too. I'm trying to think because I guess all of Natalie's kids was in there too. But yeah, there was a shot fired. So you don't know what's actually went on. But see, none of this makes any sense. Remember, Kelly didn't have any money. So she couldn't have bought the gun because she didn't have any money. She needed to go to Mac machine. None of her cars were working. She had no money. Where the fuck, what's going on with Joey? Where the fuck is Claudia? Where in the fuck is Tilda? What, really, Tyler? Whatever. But that was it. That was the end. I'll see y'all next season, I guess. Don't make you want to keep reviewing. I'll tell you that. It was that lazy ass, dry ass writing. Anyway, all right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.